Hey, Pete here from RC Car Action Magazine, and in this video we've got Futaba's new 4PV transmitter. This slots in below the top of the line 4PX and above the 3PV Econo transmitter that we just reviewed in Car Action Magazine. Styling is typical for Futaba. You can see it's got the screen on top here like the 4PX, but unlike the 4PX you have an LCD display instead of a full color display. And this will look familiar if you have used Futaba radios before, specifically the 4PL that came before it. Very similar type of menu system. You've got a directional pad at the bottom down here, and that will let you select from 3 different menus. And this radio has all the features you would expect of a top-end system. Exponential for all the channels. You've got throttle and steering speed, anti-lock brakes, throttle acceleration, endpoint subtrim, adjustable dual rate, failsafe. All that stuff is in there and easy to access. You really don't even need to open up the manual just to get the basic endpoints and your dual rates all set up. It's a very intuitive system. It is also a telemetry system. I'll go ahead and turn my receiver on. And you can see the telemetry come up there. There's your antenna showing signal strength. And down here you can see I've got a temperature sensor set up, and that is my receiver pack voltage. There are also windows here for RPM and for onboard battery voltage. Transmitter voltage is up here, 5.5 volts. It's a 4-cell transmitter like most are these days. In terms of mechanical adjustability, you can set wheel tension. You can see that access hole right there. And there are 4 screws underneath the radio that will let you set up your trigger. You've got a adjustment that will let you slide the trigger back and forth to move it closer or farther from the grip. You've got a tension adjustment to control how much tension is on the trigger when you operate it. And also you can adjust the amount of mechanical travel that the trigger has. Around the wheel you'll find 4 digital trim switches. You've got a rotary dial here and a push button switch back here, and those can be assigned. Likewise, you can assign the script button, and you've got 2 buttons under the wheel out of the box. They are set up to control your dual rate on the fly and to control your amount of brake travel on the fly, but those can be reassigned if you like. You can also move the wheel around. There is an adapter to lower the wheel if you like a drop wheel configuration. You can also put a wedge behind the wheel unit, so if you don't like having the wheel parallel with the body but you like to angle it, you can have that adjustment as well. This is your antenna up front, like the 4PX, that rotates up. And the radio does not have a mechanical on-off switch. You've got a power switch here. And you can also select a display mode if you don't want to transmit signal, but you just want to adjust the radio. And to let you know that you're not transmitting, it will flash and you'll hear it beeping. Now, since there's no mechanical switch, that lets Futaba also build in an auto turn-off function. After 10 minutes, it will start beeping to let you know that you haven't touched the radio if you've put it aside and haven't operated at all for 10 minutes. After 5 more additional minutes, it will turn itself off if you haven't touched any of the controls, so you don't have to worry about finding your radio left on with dead batteries. And as expected for Futaba, the feel is very good. It's got very nice wheel and trigger tension. You can see the travel displayed as you operate the wheel and trigger right there. It has that Futaba feel, very high quality. Definitely feels like a serious tool for RC competition. You'll also get the R304SB receiver. This is S-Bus compatible, so you can plug your sensors in there. Very easy to set up. Lightweight, low profile receiver. Antenna is not too long, so very easy to install into any vehicle. And it's just the usual good stuff from Futaba, really. Should hit stores for about $300. I'm going to put it in the car and test it, but I have no problem saying it's a high quality system out of the box just on fit, finish, and feel. After all, it is a Futaba. So I hope you'll check that out in RC Car Action Magazine. Always look us up at rccaraction.com, and thanks for watching.